send shivers down your spine. Shrieking skulls will shock your soul, seal your tonight.
Before we filmed the green screen shots, we were initially in the forest filming our shots for the actual full open sequence where I'm walking towards the camera slowly, but it's going to be jumping in different sections. That's the idea Nia came up with, and Raven actually adapted on that to say that it should be like a fast, jumpy scene with and you should make it nighttime as well. So we went out to go film, but it was daytime, so that was one of our issues. But we slowly overcame them. So if you see, this was the original clips where I was coming towards the camera slowly, like that. So after doing that, we went into media and I took it off the camera and put it on the computer and imported it to After Effects, where you can see now all the footage is put into the composition. But this is actually a different computer, so half of the stuff isn't on here, so some of it's not really coming out properly, but the initial effects are actually still on here for me to show you. So after adding the clips, I then cut it up into different sections where I was walking towards the camera, and some scenes where I wasn't even in the scene, to add the effect of like a demon poltergeist sort of thing, just like disappearing and reappearing again. So after cutting up the scenes, you can see the different layers all here of the actual same scene, but then cut up into different sections and slices. So after actually getting that into different sections, I then wanted to add my nighttime effect, and to do this I actually used the hue and saturation effect and the color curves effect. So if we go into the hue saturation effect first, you see it on the side here. I actually changed the master saturation down all the way down to -78, and the master lightness I kept it the same to keep a sort of brightness to it, but also give it that blue tint with the master saturation. The blue tint actually adds that nighttime sort of feel to it, and the color curves actually complement the blue by making it darker in general. Just like if you see here, this is the curve angle I actually went for, with the darkness here and the lightness up here, to balance it out and make it look as natural as possible. So after adding the curves and the hue, I then closed down these effects and went on to actually doing my scenes where I wanted to add black eyes to my character, and I'd done this initially on another computer, and as you can see, the layers are actually coming out weirdly, like they're coming out as pixels because the overlay layer isn't actually working because it's not on this computer. But instead of actually showing you on the actual editing software, I can bring up the final clip in which I actually created. You can see it here, part 1, and you can actually see here, if I forward it to go towards the eyes, you can see the way my eyes are different here to where they're different on this scene as well, and you can actually compare them side by side. This scene as well, my eyes are actually different, and when my face comes up, I added 2 black eyes, veins effects behind the black eyes, and also a lighting around the eyelids to create sort of like a possessed feel towards it. So like you would straight away think that it's a demon or poltergeist or something scary as soon as it comes up and pops up at you. And that's the way, like, we didn't use masks initially, which was our first idea, but to overcome that, we actually just edited the faces and made ourselves look as different as possible to actually create that same effect, even though we didn't have any masks. After doing the black eyes, I then actually went on to the next section, which will be in the next video. So yeah.